Hey guys, I'm back with another market update. So let's get started. I'll start with Prismatic. Prismatic seems to have a lot of red today. You see all these have gone down. ETBs are down $2. Bundles are down $3. PCTBs down 7. Posters and pouches down about 1 or 2. And Sylvian text down about 250. So just to give you some notes, I am also seeing that correlate with decreased demand. So bundles isn't as much, but I do see bundle supply has been going up. So I've been watching it. I've been trying to see it drop below like 600, or maybe even below 500. But it's been rising the last couple of days. It went from like 640s or mid 600s up down to about like the 500 somethings, and then it rose back up, and now it's at about 750. So bundle supply has gone back up. The price hasn't changed like too dramatically. But yeah, I am seeing more boxes. I do see like this is probably one of the Mochi Bingsu over here. Put 26 boxes. That's a good amount. And yeah, you're seeing the price just dip with that. When I look at ETBs too, it's like a slower day for ETBs. Like only 30 sold the last couple of days, which usually it's more like you can go up to like 70 honestly some days. Kind of varies, but I'm seeing that lower demand as well. For packs, yeah, you see packs are starting to drop off over here. Before they were more in like the hundreds, honestly. Yesterday there was only 47 and 63. Technically there could be some picture listings. I see like for yesterday, like people are using this to sell some of the non prismatic packs, but yeah. But yeah, there are some picture listings with that as well. But in general, seeing that a little lower. So, but for packs, they're about the same price. And let's see, tin displays, nothing too interesting. Super premium collections, demand's going up, but that's because it's a super premium collection, it hasn't even been released yet. It's such a hyped item. The PCTBs, only like 2 sold yesterday, 1 sold today. That's kind of normal-ish. Um, Binder collections definitely going down. They're actually going up a little bit from like 10 all the way up to like 13. Now there's only 3 the last day, 2 yesterday, like $5 or $7 days. Like it's been definitely going down. I'm still waiting for these to go back up to $80. Surprise boxes, they're doing fine. 152 quantity. It's kind of in the mid range. Like the high, I usually see it's around like 180 to 200. In like the last couple of months, the low is around 110. So it's kind of like iffy kind of range. But there were 10 sold yesterday. That's not bad. Poster collections. This was. Let's look at this. Yeah, we finally crossed the 39. $39, and we're seeing a little bit more resistance here. People are starting to offload some poster collections. Over here, you see it's about $37 at 6. And yeah, I told you before, like poster collections never had like insane buyouts or anything, or insane like supply being bought out. It's just people just accepted that Prismatic should be more expensive. So some of these are just some of the sellers returning. But after the seller, it goes back to pretty much 39, which is $13 a pack. This Sylvian Tech, don't want this for you either. It's just one seller selling this one tech sticker. Otherwise, it goes back to over $13 a pack. So, but yeah, so nothing, just like slight amounts of like decreases um, decrease in and like price and demand. Yeah, with those poster collections, those temporary blips, it does go down to 12.40 a pack. But yeah, as you've seen before, it should be more toward like $13 a pack. And so we're still in $13 pack territory. The bundles is a little concerning that supply is so much higher. And ETBs, I'm wondering if we'll see more of a drop, or if it's just temporary. But yeah, we're getting closer to Destined Rivals, and more hype is going toward that. I know people are probably saving up money toward that as well. So going to the more recent stats of Journey Together and Destined Rivals. So let's go Journey Together first. Let's see. Okay, so Journey Together, I noticed the biggest change has been, I think one of the booster box listings increased about $10. You see that the non-enhanced booster box listing went from 225 to 3 to 225 to 235, and the other one keeps fluctuating around 214. And the case went down a little bit, but so the lowest price booster box is about 207 for this case over here. But a lot of people are agreeing that like the market has kind of stabilized a little bit. So let's take a look at that. So yeah, I see this listing selling for 214. It's the cheapest normal like kind of single booster box listing. It's selling at 27 plus this 40 this 14. So we're still selling about 40 booster boxes a day, which it's not terrible, but it's a little low. Um, but yeah, we aren't seeing like major price drops or anything. So that's a good sign. For ETBs, you're seeing the 40 sold yesterday, which is not the greatest in the world. It's better than like the 20 to 30 sold the other 2 days, but there's that. And PCTBs, demand's going ever so slightly higher at 15. They just seem pretty like a little too cheap to be just like double the price for a PCTB. Booster bundles, 50 sold, that's kind of normal. And then the cases, so no one's really buying the expensive cases. Let me check if there's any picture listings. Yeah, no one's really buying the expensive cases, but the less expensive cases at this 1240 range, 1250 range, people are buying them up a little bit more. So yeah, you're seeing like the slowdown, no one really buying, and people are starting to pick up the cases now because they are cheaper. So it does show like a little move, because the cases are one of the reason why like the booster prices keep dropping. And people see like people there's clearly a little more demand for cases now, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if these eventually get bought up. And when we go back to $1,300 a box, it'll go more toward consistent like 215 a box. Okay, so and then Destined Rivals. So Destined Rivals is kind of at this booster box demand has gone down. So the prices are kind of exactly the same as yesterday, but you'll see like it's a little lower here for the bar 50 boxes. It's not too surprising because of the price jump. Like it's literally a $45 price jump from 275 to 320. And a lot of people are listing at 320. It's kind of the accepted price. Um, yeah, 50 boxes a day. It won't sell as quick, but this honestly happened to join together. I think we're gonna hit like a sort of stagnation period where, uh, like I kept saying this when joining together was first. I was like, hey guys, we have like a month and a half away. We're 2 months away. We're a month away. We're 2 weeks away. This is definitely gonna pick up. Eventually by the time May happens. So, um, if you can get a good deal on it, it really might be. I don't think it'll be much cheaper than like I don't know. There's usually some floor price that would go of. Like for joining together, the floor price was if you get it like after fees and everything below $200. You're probably technically like fine-ish. Um, Actually, if you're solid at that price and you take a little percentage off your, um, you might be like down a little bit. But yeah, generally like $200 for a giant ticket boost box or 190, still holds like decent for today. For Destined Rivals, it feels more toward like 280 to 300 is like a safe price to buy it. And other than that, like yeah, it might be a little too close to the top where you don't want to be there for it. Because Joining Together was selling like toward the peak. Let's look at this one. Pico's selling for about like 285 or 300, but I look at the 3 month graph. You see, like there was a time when like you should have bought. Like release date was about um, what was it like end of March, or I think I'm forgetting this or something. But yeah, I think it was like end of March. That's when Joining Together was kind of priced, and then so you didn't want to buy like too close to it. But if you had bought even like around this February time period, it would have been like not the end of the world, honestly. But the best time would have been to buy about 2 months before. But the thing about Joining Together is that it's not as hyped of a set. I think that with the Team Rocket League, there's going to be a little more demand because people just like it more. People want to open it more. The main thing is just the price difference. But yeah, you're seeing like I see similar things. Like the quantity is always around like a couple hundred booster boxes at most, and then the this will change. But we have pretty much all the reveals. We just don't know the pull rates or anything. We see like the Mewtwo and everything. So people agree it's a pretty good set at this point. Or just people who are kind of deluding themselves. ETBs are doing fine. Demand 30 a day. They've been pretty consistent the last couple of days. And the booster bundle is actually going up a little bit in demand at 10. So the auxiliary items are going up more in demand. All right, so let's go to. Well, we'll just handle Crown Zenith real quick. So Crown Zenith, I'm noticing you have to really look at the picture listings sold because it will be a little more accurate than look at the graphs. But the ETBs did go down. I didn't do difference. I think that's about $3. Yeah, it's about $3, and then the bundles went up about $2. The bundles are going up. We'll talk about that first. Yeah, bundles. This is what I consider a really good long-term investment because they're just so small. Like you can literally store it in a box. I think people are starting to value these a little bit more. Crown Zenith is going to be one of those things that people want to open in the future. You don't really open Crown Zenith to expect to have a bad opening experience. You might not get the exact card you want, but generally, like you're not just getting like all comments or anything. It's like it has pretty good pull rates. ETBs are also I'm telling you, people are holding up for long term investments, and the ETB demand has been up lately around 10, 10 or 12 a day. And then, yeah, packs look like they're not doing well sometimes, but if you look at the picture listings, let's see, 22 yesterday plus, like, people bought 60 plus 30 plus like 100 packs are already from yesterday. So it's actually like 122 packs bought yesterday. So a good amount of packs are being bought. And I think I put the lowest price as this one because it has 180 versus packs versus only 4 over here. But yes, 980 is a pretty solid price for Crown Zenith packs. And then Sea and Sky also like it shows only 2 sold over here. But yeah, there are some picture listings over here where I see 4 plus 3 plus 2, so that's like a 9. So more like 11 boxes of Sea and Sky. So Sea and Sky is kind of selling. And it's just not really going down, guys. I don't like if they have a big Costco sort of sale, yeah, these will go down a bit, but people are really holding up Crown Zenith. Pokemon's not really like giving us any more. 151 is definitely the higher priority. It's a newer set, and people just want to open 151 more. And then the last one, that's up to 151. UPC is down about $6. They keep staying in this like 340 range, to be honest. Status boxes go up like $1. Posters are really cheap. I'm gonna talk about that first. So if you look at posters, it goes down to 1066 a pack. They've been dropping. They're like 40 for a while, and then they're at 35 for a while. Then like they went to like 39, 38, and they went to 35 a little bit. Now like 32 is just really really low. I haven't seen like the price of 32 like a really long time. Um, Yeah, like if I just use this graph, it hasn't been this price since like February. We've lost like 2 months of gains for poster collections. It really did go up and then now it's back down. Long term though, like having any English 151 is probably pretty good. It's just more storage considerations. Bundle demand did go up, so that's pretty good for bundles. We haven't really seen like 100 bundles sold much lately. It's usually like 90 at most. Some days it's usually like 70 or like 70 to 90. Packs are selling okay, 73. And I don't see any picture listing, so it's like 73. The loose pack price I put down as like, I put like 1083, because that's where more packs are. 1083 one's over here with 19 packs. The other ones don't have as many. That's UPCs, this is ETBs, PCTBs, Zapdos boxes, nothing that interesting. Binder collections, no one's really been buying after the buyout a few days ago. Alakazam boxes have been dropping. I heard from an Australia Discord channel that they printed some Alakazam boxes for Australia, so we might. I don't know if they'll do more here, but yeah, I haven't seen Alakazam boxes really being picked up, and so they're starting to print like everything. Apparently, I'm like in the U.S. I've heard of like everything else being reprinted already, except for the ETBs. ETBs like and UPCs are the main things. Um, and poster, yeah, the demand's gone up a little, but like there are quite a few sales around the 32, 34 range, which is quite cheap for a poster collection. And then Blooming Waters, I think it keeps going up. It's like 135 now, and then a good amount sold, like 12 sold yesterday, 10 already sold today, and yeah, there's influence on picture listings. So like there's technically 2 here because this is a pairing, and Yes, Boiling Waters is now the same price as bundles today at both 11.25, and then you have loose packs at 10.83, and then these cheap poster collections. So shift buying will probably shift to those unless the Boiling Waters and bundle prices go down. All right, that's it for today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.